GTA 5 Online, Wanted Level 4-Star Challenge, AA Gamer for Life. Okay, um, Grand Theft 4, I did a Wanted Level challenge, and we're pretty much at the end of recording all the online missions. It's kind of our next project, me and Demented Priest. And I'm like, well, need to come up with some kind of challenge for Grand Theft 5. And well, in Grand Theft 4 it was a 4-star challenge, and you went into the airport, got 4 stars, and then it was a matter of lasting for 10 minutes and then losing the wanted level. Alright, so with this one, it was like, alright, we know to get 4 stars, and if you go to the prison, you drive in through the gates, you'll get 4 stars, start heading north, and basically just circle the expressway back to the prison again, and then lose the wanted level. And not really on a time limit. I'm not really, whatever you can do to get through. Pretty much lasting with 4 stars is a feat in itself, and to circle the whole map with your car. Now, obviously, this is not just a random car. This is one of my cars, so it's fully armored. It's got bulletproof tires. It just means that bullets will not blow up the car. But that doesn't mean you can't get killed. By all means, you can get wasted. As you can see, my armor's going down. And through the process of making it back to the prison, I will have eaten at least 2 or 3 times on this particular challenge. Okay, so I believe we tried it twice, and my buddy Demented Priest was not available, so I'm like, well, let me give this a whirl. Okay, so I got my gauntlet here. I like this car. It's a nice muscle car. I have 2 Suttons. My buddy has a couple Suttons. I also have a Jackal. I'm not a person like my buddy Demented Priest. He has 10 vehicles in his garage, and a new add-on has just come out, so you can buy an additional garage, so you can even have more cars. And it's just not for me. I got 4 vehicles. I may buy a couple trucks and add it to the inventory, but I have plenty of money to, buy vehicles and customize them and put them in my garage, but it winds up being the same vehicles that we use on missions, and we're not big racers as far as, racing online with other people. It's great. That's one of the great things about Grand Theft 5 Auto, online, is I got a lot of things for everybody. I mean, you could spend days probably talking about all the pluses and negatives, and there's so many negatives. That was pretty nice. About Grand Theft Auto Online. Okay, just recently, the new pack has come out. There's a couple new missions, about another 6 or so new missions, and I'm very happy about that. I wish that they, came out with just a mission pack. I would gladly spend some money on an additional 20 or 30 missions. Something that just keeps me and my co-op partners busy, so you're constantly on there, and there's just stuff for your co-op related type things for you guys to do. Alright, so like I said, needed to come up with some kind of challenge. Cannot really think of anything as far as shooting goes for a challenge. I mean, obviously, you can pick like any kind of survival and just say, don't camp, just constantly keep moving and see how long you can survive. But circling the whole map of San Andreas with 4 stars is it's a real feat, no question about it. I've done it twice, and my buddy Demented Priest, I was like, you want to try it? He's like, you did it, I got to do it. So he actually circled the map a little bit faster than I did. I ended up getting hung up a few more times than he did. Things like that will definitely slow your lap time around, but It's not so much about getting around the map as it is just surviving, getting back to the prison, and then losing the heat. And you know, you're not calling Lester or anything like that. You know, you gotta lose the heat. And no paint and spray either. But you know, I just make it to the train tunnel and lose the heat that way. Okay, so with the latest add-on, they've kind of tweaked the online a little bit. The way you eat food and armor has been kind of upgraded a little bit. So now you can put armor on the run, and eating food's a little bit easier, and you're able to have like 10 of the super heavy armor packs or armor vests. So if you're in a mission or you're in a situation like this and you need to put on a fresh armor, you know, the ability is there now. Along with having a second apartment, and my buddy Demented Priest, he's all probably going to buy a second apartment, and I probably will not. I was like, if I had 10 vehicles and I needed more garage space, I would most likely just buy another garage that had 10 vehicles in it. I hardly ever go to my apartment. There's just no need. And you know, in between missions, we're constantly having to go to the stores to buy more food. Like if you're starting this challenge, I mean, it's obviously a really good idea to hit the stores and make sure your food is full. Okay, at the time I did this, the latest pack has not come out. Right there, I'm going to eat a little bit. You want to make sure that my health stays up there, so I get shot up a little bit, I can survive. Okay, so I definitely went to the store and filled up on food before starting this challenge. I knew for a fact that, you know, the armor wouldn't last long. And although, like I mentioned earlier in the video, now with the new pack out, you can have 5 or 10 vests in your inventory, so you can easily go in there like you eat food to re-armor your thing. So doing this challenge would most likely be a lot easier as far as staying alive. But the police are not going to make it easy on you, and that's the whole point. If it was easy, it wouldn't be a challenge. So, and it is quite the little jaunt around the map, and I'm just having a blast doing this. Now, one of the things about the challenge is you can't go into your map and set a waypoint. You just got to figure out how to get back on that Northern Expressway. And haven't quite decided whether or not I'm going to do a co-op challenge. I am going to show a video where my buddy Demented Priest is in here, and he gets killed and he winds up following. So it's kind of like a co-op thing, but it's not. If I do a co-op thing, it's basically full on throwing stickies, shooting at the cops, all that kind of thing. So I think we got 3 videos here. Me doing this solo, then Demented Priest. I'm with him, and I'm not shooting, but I'm just keeping my health up throughout the process. And again, this is you know, 4 stars for a good 12-13 minutes to get back to the prison. And they're not going to make it easy on you. That's their job. And there's no way like any normal vehicle could do this. So it'd have to be one of your own vehicles that was armored up with bulletproof tires. You know, The other, maybe I might come up with a challenge where you go into the prison with a regular car just to see how long a regular car will last. And, you know, the tires are going to get popped, you're going to get blown up, the whole spiel. Okay, so I realized that I've missed my expressway, and that's the way it works out. That's the way it works out, you know. But whatever you got to do to get you know, recorrected here and get heading in the right direction. So one thing, if I decide to do a co-op challenge, wanted level, haven't quite figured out, like, if, you know, one of you dies, you know, does that, you know, fail the challenge? You know, can you die and then get back in the car? I'm putting some thought into that, but it's just one of those things. If somebody decides to make a video going from the prison to prison and losing the heat, and they want to send it to me via whatever medium is possible to do that, I will definitely put it on my playlist. I think I'm going to put this on my playlist with my Grand Theft 4 challenge. I think I got 5 videos losing the Y level, and a few of those videos is as Johnny on his chopper, which is quite the feat in itself. And anybody that knows Grand Theft 4 and the way the vehicle's handled in that game, it's a challenge to lose to hang with 4 stars for 10 minutes and then lose the Wanted level. So I figured going from prison to prison, that was a good distance, and you know, it ain't a matter of just staying alive for 10 minutes. You know, you got to keep moving. So you don't have to go into the gates. Basically, you have to hit the main road at the prison. So we are real close to getting to the prison here. Basically, right off to the left here is the prison. So you just need to get out right in front of the gate here. Okay, so that's it. I'm very happy with that. Then all you got to do is lose the Wanted level any way you see fit. Okay, this part, it's a little on the lengthy side. I know that the tunnel basically all the way back in LS, and it's very possible you could go native and maybe maybe just head up these hills. I'm not seeing any helicopters, but if the helicopter picks you up, you're basically screwed. Maybe you know, fine-tune the challenge to how fast you can lose the heat after making it back to the prison. I don't know. None of the challenges is really panned out. Like, nobody's ever sent me a video saying, hey, I've done a Wanted level challenge and I beat your time a little bit. And you know, if I had $10,000 to put up for a prize money, maybe that would send some videos my way, but that ain't gonna happen. Okay, this is just some gamers having some fun with GTA 5. You know, this random mode where people just like to kill each other. It's just not my cup of tea. And the same thing for Demented Priest and you know, Snow Devil. You know, we just like doing co-op type of things, and there's no doubt that there's times where we will basically start killing each other, but for the most part, it's about the co-op thing. You know, just for instance, my buddy, we got done playing and he got caught up in a public game, and there was dudes in jets going around, you know, blasting people, trying to, you know, empty the lobby. So it's just them, and I'm like, that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of. You know, if you want a lobby just for yourself, then, you know, create your own lobby. You know, why the hell would you want to go in a public and then try to shoot everybody so the lobby's just you? So anyway, I'm kind of sweating it here. I mean, I got all the way around and I was trying to lose the wanted level, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die just trying to get to the tunnel here. But I'm eventually able to get back up onto the tracks, and there's the tunnel. So just about 16 minutes I get to the tunnel, and a couple of minutes to lose the wanted level, and it's very possible you could just go native over the mountains, and as long as the helicopter don't see you, you could probably lose the heat in just under a couple of minutes. So there it goes.
Why you not juicing?
My gauntlet has seen better days. This car is beat up, and it's a rarity for to see. Alright, so I'm going to just drive my gauntlet outside in the sunlight and get a good look at it. And I think it cost me a good $600-700 to go get it fixed, but I ain't sweating that too much. Yeah, it's beat up a little bit, but challenge done. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.